Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Fertility, Hope, and Healing. My name is Dawn and I'm a licensed acupuncturist and fertility coach. I do videos for those who are trying to get pregnant or are having difficulty getting pregnant. So today, guys, I wanted to do a video about the early signs and symptoms of pregnancy. Be sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because I have a really fun hack that will show whether or not you're pregnant early. That is a tip or trick that I've actually done myself that has worked to show that you're pregnant. And yeah, many times I've tested this. So stay tuned to the end of this video. You're testing for the hormone HCG and you want to do it first thing in the morning within the first or second urine. But understand there's some that they don't test positive until a week or two after their missed period. They're just difficult HCG testers. That can happen. It's rare, but it does happen. So knowing the signs and symptoms of pregnancy would be really helpful for you. So within about 5 to 7 days after conception is one of the first things you may feel is some cramping. That's very normal. That is the embryo trying to wedge its way into your uterus. It's a good thing. So a little bit of cramping is a lot, not extremes amount of cramping is normal, but just a little bit amount of cramping. Some people have more cramping than others. It really just depends. The other thing you might see is some spotting. That's very typical too. That is a good sign because, and it really, not everybody does this because it really depends on where the embryo is going into your uterus, and if there's some old blood in there, that's when you'll experience some discharge. And it can happen for quite a few weeks on in your pregnancy, so that's very typically normal also. Of course, a sign symptom that you missed your period, that's a sign symptom. If you're clock on every single month and you missed your period and you're a little bit late, then that could be a sign that you are pregnant also. Oh, not only with just bleeding, you may have some kind of vaginal discharge. It really just depends on what that is. So in general, just having, I think, more discharge in general, just like a watery discharge would be normal. So understand that. And then the other thing is nausea. Nausea can show up as a week before your missed period. Well, more like 5 days before. You can just start feeling a little bit of dizziness or nausea. Those two things are pretty common. You could also have sensitivities to your moods and emotions. So meaning that you will cry at a drop of a pin or you'll be super impatient. So another sign and symptom of pregnancy would be breast tenderness. And the breast tenderness that you would have is a bit different from the breast tenderness you would have with a period. Most people describe a breast tenderness around the nipple area or on the sides. And it's pretty intense, okay? And again, not everybody has these signs and symptoms. It really depends on what's going on with their health if they're having these certain signs and symptoms, okay? So you could have sensitivities to smell, all right? A heightened sensitivity of smell, or you may not, you know, it really just depends again. So in general, you'll just be more sensitive to certain things in general. You could have more sensitivity to pain. You have, you know, like when you're on your period, they say don't do your eyebrows or wax anywhere. That will happen all throughout your period, but especially the first trimester. Even the first few weeks, you can also be dealing with that, okay? So if you have a change of appetite, that's a sign and symptom. The other thing is headaches. I don't have a lot of people that do get headaches, but I think if you have a propensity to headaches, you're gonna have more when you're pregnant because of the hormonal changes that you're having. You could be having cravings for certain foods, okay? So, and this can happen early on. So if you're craving meat or beef, usually they crave beef. It can show you have an iron deficiency or blood deficiency according to Chinese medicine. That you want to address, okay? I would suggest doing some organic beef broth or dark leafy greens. If you're vegetarian, you want to do dark leafy greens. You want to do beets. Really important. Fatigue is a huge one, guys. Always fatigue is definitely a huge one. Constipation, bloating, that happens all throughout pregnancy, but in the particular, a lot of women notice in the beginning, they'll have bloating that happens. They'll notice that a lot. heartburn, and indigestion. And then let me just think if I'm missing any other one of these things. Just in general, cramping and pain, I mentioned that too. So yeah, those are the signs and symptoms of early pregnancy. I want to give you guys a tip, trick, and hack too that will show that you're pregnant. So you know when a person's pregnant and they want to see if they have a boy or girl, they will put a wedding ring on and on a string, or you can use a necklace, and they put it over the lower part of their abdomen and hang it there to see if it goes back and forth. It's supposed to be a boy. If it goes round and round, it's a girl, okay? That will happen early on in your pregnancy, okay? So you can try this within 5 to 7 days after you're pregnant. And what I would do right now is stop and try this sometime this week or today or right now and see if this is moving, especially if you know you're not pregnant. And then as you try that hack again to see if you're pregnant. Trust me, it moves. We are energetic beings. We have certain energies that flow out of us. I don't know why it happens, but it does. So definitely try that hack and see what you guys will do. If you like this channel, please join our community, subscribe to it. We would love to have you as a part of it. We also have a Facebook community called Fertility, Hope, and Healing. Also, you can join that private group. We would love to have you as a part of that and share questions or your experiences on that. And also those positive pregnancy tests or questions of, am I pregnant? We would love to have those. Yeah, and so we also have lots of information on our website at lifeharmonywellness.com. If you want more information about our fertility coaching programs, if you're having difficulty getting pregnant, we would love to help you. And you can also check us out on Instagram at Life Harmony Wellness. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comment below. We would love to hear from you. Love and baby blessings.